Good morning students. Today we are doing the last chapter in bio, that is health and hygiene, and it is more related to allergy. So what is allergy? Allergy is sensitivity to some elements or substances in the environment which are otherwise not harmful at all. Now what happens is our body reacts sometimes very intensely to substances or elements in the surroundings because they think these substances can be a threat or bad for the body, so they throw up a defense mechanism, and this defense mechanism is actually to protect our body from further damage. But this what happens actually in our body is this abnormal immune response, and the symptoms can be right from mild like just rashes on the body or runny nose till sometimes they are severe, which can be life threatening. Now some symptoms of allergy are severe itching of the skin, then skin rashes, runny nose, swelling of the face or eyes, ears, then nausea is just a vomiting sensation, then constant sneezing, inability to breathe, and sometimes it can be wheezing, etc. Now pets also get allergy like humans, more than the wild animals or more than the farm animals, because they are not sensitized to the dust or pollen or the mold spores in the environment. So we have to be careful for them also. Now what causes allergy are called allergens. Okay, so allergy is just caused by these allergens. So what is an allergen? They are all present in the surrounding, but sometimes this tend to be allergic because they're just foreign substances. When they are inhaled or eaten, then our immune system recognizes it as a threat and causes an abnormal effect or response. So allergens cause or induce allergy and can also cause hypersensitivity. Now some common non-food allergens are dust, pollen grain, mites, sunlight, animal dander, that is skin, animal skin, which is, it's just like our skin. Every time it is the dead skin falls off and new skin takes its place, so it's there always. Then food items such as milk and peanuts cause high allergic reactions in people. There are some other allergens in the air. They are called airborne. One is pollen, then soot, then cigarette smoke, bird feathers, cat and dog fur, and also some severe like perfume smell can cause allergy. Strong aromas like agarbatti and all. Sometimes if a person is allergic, then only the person starts coughing with that smell, not otherwise. Now the most of the common allergens are dust, pollen grains, mites, then sunlight, and food allergens. Okay, so most common allergic symptoms are runny nose. In all of these, most of them are causing runny nose, sneezing, and red itchy eyes. Okay, so when you inhale dust, what happens is there is a lot of breathing difficulty in a person, and the other symptoms are runny nose, sneezing, and red itchy eyes, and along with it there's coughing and wheezing. Okay, very difficult to breathe. Sometimes a person needs hospitalization also. Now major cause of allergy is pollen grains, which happens mostly in the springtime because there's pollination. It happens because the pollinators take, like insects, birds, butterflies, they carry the pollen from one place to another, and in between they are just falling off because they are just powdery substance. So these are causing allergic reactions in people who inhale this, and if they are allergic only. So the common symptoms are again here runny nose, itchy eyes, sneezing, and also in case of pollen grain there is rashes on the skin and also congestion. So Pollen grain allergy is also caused because there's a lot of pollen grain in the air because of pollination. So it is also called hay fever or allergic rhinitis, and this can also cause severe asthma attack. Now the next is mites. The next allergen is mites. Mites are very small microscopic insects which are 1 millimeter or less in length. They are present in just on the human skin, or sometimes they also cause scabies or disease of the skin condition. Now in mites, allergy always gives you itching and rashes on the body. Now this is also present in the household dust or fibers of your pillows, rags, mattresses. If you earlier people, what they used to do was they used to keep in the summer the mattresses and all outside in the sunlight, okay, to air the mattresses as well as to kill the insects. So mites are causing allergy to very sensitive skin people who have very sensitive skin, okay, and it can also trigger asthma if the patient is asthmatic. Now the next is sunlight. Some people are allergic to intense sunlight. If they go in hot sun during PT period or any time, the skin will turn red, okay, but it is for a little time it comes back to normal. But sometimes what happens is people with highly sensitive skin, they have eruptions or rashes on the skin becomes itchy. Sometimes the medicines which we take make our skin vulnerable to this say intense sunlight. Otherwise we are not sensitive to sunlight, but sometimes medications like antibiotics and all make your skin prone to these allergies. Now the last one is the food allergies. Sometimes the immune system recognizes food as dangerous and triggers the immune response to protect the more damage caused to the body. So some common food allergens are milk, dairy products, then peanuts, okay, mostly all the nuts, eggs, gluten-based items, mushrooms, seafood, etc. Sometimes medicines or injections also containing sulfur drugs or penicillin can cause an allergic reaction in a person. Now some symptoms of food allergens are they are mild to severe to life-threatening, like swelling of the lips or tongue, face, stomach. There's stomach ache, then tingling sensation in the mouth. Now there's no cure for food allergies. Only prevention is to avoid eating the product which causes that allergy. Now how you'll come to know whether you are allergic? If you eat a diet one day a diet dinner, and the next day if you have an allergy, the next day you will have to see whether the same allergy persists or not. If you are eating the same thing again the next day and you get the allergy, it might be that food substance what is causing you the allergy. So some people are allergic to egg, then doctor advises, doctor doesn't give the child a vaccine or measles vaccine because it is prepared from the egg albumin which is taken by the 9th month. The vaccine which is taken at the 9th month for measles, doctors don't give that child this measles vaccine because it is made in albumin of the egg. So people who are allergic to egg, okay, otherwise it will be very bad for the body of the person who is taking the vaccine. Similarly, peanuts are banned in some schools abroad because more of the population is allergic to peanuts. Okay, so they can't even bring peanut products, peanuts to school because just the smell of this, okay, without even touching the peanuts, the just aroma can cause allergy in highly sensitive children. Now, how does these allergens enter our body? There are 3 ways. One is through the mouth when we ingest the allergen while eating. Like if you eat a peda today and tomorrow if you have a swollen lip, that means this peda looks good outside, but inside there is some problem. Okay, the milk is used, which had a salmonella bacteria and all, we don't come to know first. Okay, we ingest it, but later on there is an allergy because there was something bad. So it is called a oral allergy. Now the second one is through the nose. We breathe in the allergens by inhaling the air. So it is called a nasal allergy. And the third one is called skin allergy, which is just when you come in touch with the product, just allergen rubs on your skin or touches your skin, you get allergy. This is common when a person dyes the hair or use any cosmetic. It is written on the box or that tube that try the allergy test before using the product. Why? Because some parts of our body, like part of the hand or the neck region, are used for this allergy test. First it is applied there, and if there is no allergy, you can apply the product. So allergy tests are very important for skin. Now oral allergy, nasal allergy and skin allergy, they have some symptoms in common. Okay, the itching of the parts, then swelling of the body parts. Okay, in oral allergy, it is more of the tongue, mouth, lips, throat and the pharynx. Sometimes people even get boils on the tongue, and it is life-threatening. A person can be allergic to food. Have to be very careful wherever he goes or she goes. They cannot eat outside food at all because they have to eat boiled vegetables, boiled food, boiled meat, because they are very means the symptoms are very severe sometimes. Now nasal allergy, what happens is, today I have seen this nasal allergy has reduced drastically in people with allergy because we are wearing the mask these days. Okay, because dust, pollen grain enters through the nose, and because of the mask these days we are wearing, it has reduced the allergy rate. Okay, animal hair, fur, all these are causing nasal allergy. Now the common symptoms are sneezing, coughing, runny nose and also congestion sometimes. Now skin allergy, when we are exposed, okay, to an allergen, what happens, it is mostly chemicals in the products like soap, detergents, or it can be also the aerosols. Aerosols are just suspended particulate matter in the atmosphere. Sometimes we are also allergic to certain medication. We have a fall, we apply some Volini gel or some gel, it may be allergic. Some people can be allergic. Mostly cosmetics, you get allergy of cosmetics, so you have to be very careful what type of products you use on your skin. Now the common symptoms are rashes, then severe itching, bumps or hives, just skin turns little swollen on parts of your body like hives, redness or blisters, and commons are these are the common symptoms of skin allergy. Now if you consider mouth, this oral allergy, nasal allergy and skin allergy, there are some symptoms which are common in all, which occurs in the mouth, nose, throat, skin. Okay, sometimes even the eyes and ears. Even when you have an insect bite, there is a swelling. Okay, so this is like a type of allergy. Now common allergic symptoms are sneezing and coughing, then blocked or runny nose, then itching or burning of the skin, mouth, nose, wherever the allergy exists, throat, eyes, redness of the skin and also itchy areas, then bumps and rashes forming on the skin, abnormal swelling of the ears, eyelids or even any other part of the body like the lips, then swelling of the tongue, throat and lips, difficulty in breathing and also asthma. Sometimes there is pain in the stomach, then there is nausea, that is vomiting sensation, even vomiting, and sometimes a person can even faint, like a feeling of weakness, and the person can even faint. So these are some allergic reactions. It can happen any time of your life. It is not that you are not allergic in your childhood. That doesn't mean that you will be not allergic at all. Some people are not getting any allergy throughout their life. Some people get it at any age. It is not like it will happen only at a certain age, etc. Now, allergic reactions in the respiratory passage can also result in accumulation of the white blood cells and mucus. Now, sometimes the allergic reaction can cause serious or life-threatening reaction. This life-threatening reaction is called anaphylaxis. Now, when a bee or a wasp or a red ant stings you, I'm not just talking about one of them. If you just go to a beehive and many of them attack a person, then the person just undergoes a anaphylactic shock, okay, and he has a difficulty in breathing because everything is together, pain and this allergic reaction, because it is very painful, the bee sting, and this causes the anaphylactic shock, and this is what anaphylaxis person experiences, and he has bouts of severe coughing, then cannot breathe, and it can be fatal if immediate this is not given. What is that treatment or first aid is not given. Okay, so with this I'll be continuing in the next class uh, the different types of allergies which happen in which season. Okay, so till then, goodbye and stay safe.